Hey everyone, today we're going to be talking about part 3, Moscow, Russia. In the first video, I talk about part 1, which is Lomi, part 2, Cameroon. Today I'm going to be telling you the story written by my late father, part 3. Okay, he went through a harsh winter in England, but this winter in Russia was terrifying. The nose not all water in his nostrils became ice. The person he was supposed to meet was so covered up you could hardly detect the gender. While trying to figure that out, he remembered the old Russian joke. An extremely fat Russian couple had been married for 7 years without a child, so the couple were perplexed, to be put in it mildly. So they decide to go to a hospital to find out the case, only to discover that the woman was still a virgin. Okay, now we're going to go to part 4, which is Khartoum, Sudan. It was hot as hell, and it make matter worse. It was Ramadan, which meant you could not drink any water or eat. But it was drink, but it was drinking no water that really got to him. And just not that a first-class Muslim wasn't even supposed to swallow his saliva during Ramadan. Mustafa had come to the mosque for 2 hours, the middle afternoon prayer. It was so hot in Khartoum that day that where there was rumor going about town that you could easily fry an egg on a bald-headed man's head. Mustafa was one of those street merchant street boys. He was a walking supermarket, which meant he had plugs, towels, padlocks, with even second-hand shoes for sale. Sometimes he walked unknown kilometers under the burning sun. Before a Muslim enters a mosque to pray, he must wash his hands, face, and feet and arms 3 times. This was his time to at least quench his thirst. Any understanding, merciful human being would have acknowledged his polite, but to his fellow Muslims, he would be breaking on the cardinal rules, so he pretended he was half crazy with the thirst, much the delight of his sadistic follower worshippers. After the prayer, a miracle happened. It started raining cats and dogs. At least the time had come to break the fast. Everyone was extremely happy. The sight of their food brought saliva to him and his fellow Muslims' mouth, and no one spat it out. Now let's go to part. This is part. Wait. Now we're going to go to part 5. Yeah, I think so. Part 5. I'm coming. Yeah, part 5. Okay. Okay, part 5 is going to be Ethiopia, but this one is a little bit longer. I'm just going to read half. In my next video, I'm going to complete it. Okay. There was a giant picture of Selassie in her living room. To her was Almighty God. To those Selassie, those one in Shashimani. Moro was a fantastic. She belongs to a Christian church called the 12, 12 Tribes of Israel, founded in Jamaica by one gentle man called God. Selassie has given me everything. That is what she said. I own, for she had 2 houses. Actually, Selassie had given out lands to the black people, all those who were descended of slaves. This is fact. Okay, this story is written by my late father, and this is fact. The member of her church believed and were struck together in Ethiopia, and then they would all march to Jerusalem. But the problem with that belief was they were supposed to be 14,400, and presently to 2024 they were not more than 300. And to add to that, the elderly members were dying off, and their offspring were either becoming Muslims or joining the Orthodox Ethiopian Christian church. Anyway, she was into farming. She had farms of corn, beans. The blue-balled monkeys were, as usual, unwelcome guests, just like the red-balled monkey did the same thing, stealing unripe corn, half-eaten unripe avocados, and throwing them down on the ground. After, she was looking forward to going to Aksum, which was in the northern part of Ethiopia. Okay, I'm going to complete the next one in my next video. Okay, thanks for watching. For those who, if you know any publisher willing to publish this book, please put it down in the comments. Okay, thanks. Love you guys.